Hi, this is Attorney Mike Gravelin coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today's an exciting day. I've got an update on a video I did just a couple of days ago. It's called Sovereign Citizen Court Fail number 11. Guy tries to come in and represent another guy. He's not an attorney. He gets thrown in jail for it, and I've got a nice little update straight from the guy who attempted this. Let's do it. Okay, so like I said, I just did a video on this. This guy's name is Kirk, I believe, Pendergrass, and he attempted to enter an appearance on behalf of his friend or whatever, somebody who was charged with something, but he's not an attorney. He refused to leave, so he ended up spending a couple days in jail and getting fined $1,000. I'm going to show just the last bit of that to set this up, and then we'll go to his response.
Okay, who's that? What's your name, sir?
Kirk Pendergrass.
Okay, are you a licensed?
I got a notice of special appearance,
Okay.
and I did a judicial notice with memorandum of law on the right to the assistance of counsel.
Okay, are you a licensed Idaho attorney?
I don't understand. There is no license.
All right, so you're all set, sir. I'll give you one last opportunity to step back. We're done. It's too late. You're done.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, so Kirk Pendergrass is apparently some sort of sovereign citizen attorney wannabe, and he's got his own channel. I was tipped off by some viewers that this existed, and it was too good. I had to see what his reaction to the last video I did was, not specifically my video, to what happened in court, and I found it. His channel is called Kirks Corner, and for all the world, it reminds me of Hernando's Hideaway.
It's time now for Fernando's Hideaway.
I have a bunch of you here. I want to, again, talk about the new venue, the new office. If you'd like to help support that, getting me in there, I would greatly appreciate it. Being my digital side of things have been taken down, I'm strictly relying on physical mailings for donations, and that's over at the current office, 60. And the thing is this is going to give me the venue permanently as a place to start doing law seminars and start the school.
Oh, won't they be great? A guy who just talked himself into 2 days in jail and $1,000 fine on a minor infraction is got a permanent venue to dispense his law wisdom.
The school side of things. So this is a huge step in the right direction, and it's definitely quite a bit more costly, but I think this is the next step for Kirk's Law Corner here locally, is to get this venue.
What was the last step? Bonding out of jail?
So that we, instead of trying to find a venue every time we want to try and do
That's silly, of course. He didn't bond out. He served his full 2 days.
something, I'll already have one. And the move's not going to be very far, just so it's in the same parking lot.
That's perfect. He's got a near location. If you've been to the last parking lot, you already know where he is.
So anything you folks can do out there to help. I know things are pretty tight right now. Everything's all messed up. So whatever you can send to help, and the plan is July 1st. So I've got, 2 weeks? 2 weeks to come up with a sufficient amount of funds to get in there. So I would greatly appreciate any help that you could provide.
Yeah, Kirk, you see, I've got a little law corner myself. It's called the Law Offices of Michael Gravelin, and we rent space. And you know how I pay for that? Not donations. I pay for it by practicing law. But, I'm licensed to practice law, and I can get paid for that.
But yeah, this is definitely going to be, I think it's going to be very beneficial for not just myself, but for anybody who's been wanting locally to come to these law seminars that we hold every once in a great while. With having the venue, I plan on doing one at least once a month. and then I'd like to start doing, like a week.
I'm sorry, it's hard to take this seriously at all, but I'm still stuck on, is this current venue in a parking lot, or is he just saying it's another part of the same building that used that as access to the same parking lot? I gotta know. I really do.
Week-long class, Monday through Friday, just like going to school,
Except not.
teaching the law.
He doesn't know any law to teach, but okay.
Writing these courses on how to do this stuff. And of course, I want to thank everybody for being here, wanting to learn. Good, solid American patriots here. Aside from the trolls we get once in a while, they're just dissenters and just can't imagine the truth coming out of here.
You got that right. I can't imagine the truth coming out of here. Guilty as charged.
Of course, with what recently just happened, some of them are pretty happy, but not as happy as they thought they were at first because, well, I only went to jail for 2 days. But there's some...
I don't know. I'm pretty happy that you went to jail for 2 days. I also like the $1,000 fine.
Interesting things that I've learned over the weekend.
Really?
About the common law stuff. So this is part of what I'm going to try and implement, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, fantastic. He's going to put us some knowledge about what he learned on common law this weekend.
I've been studying the common law stuff now for a little over 2 years. So
this guy part-time reads some garbage somewhere and thinks he is now an expert on this topic. It is hilarious.
So, some people have seen the videos where I spoke down at the Idaho Capitol this legislative session. And that's the right to address. Now, if you want to be heard further than just those 3 minutes or 2 minutes, they cut it down to 2 minutes there at the end, you need to file the remonstrance.
Yeah.
Because when you file a remonstrance, then they can ask you questions and do follow-up stuff based on your remonstrance. This is how you put the plug in their ear and go, well, hey, wait a minute. This guy's saying this is not lawful or whatever because.
Yes, he's got.
There's reasons behind why it's not lawful.
He's got it exactly right. Any person can just file a remonstrance and stop all legislation at any time, and everyone has to stop what they're doing and answer their complaint as soon as possible.
Property, okay, this goes back to the common law, guys, and pay attention. Our property is an aggregate of guaranteed rights.
Well, dummy, if you'd gone to law school, you'd know that there's a common theory on this, which you're echoing right now, but then have it all wrong. Property is considered a bundle of rights. You're basically saying that same thing and then misconstruing it and saying a bunch of other crazy stuff that doesn't apply. But the notion that the property represents a bundle of rights is taught in law school every day.
So this is what we need to be focusing on and learning, because this is really how we're going to kick the crap out of them.
Yeah, just like you kicked the crap out of him in court the other day, got held in contempt and served 2 days in jail and got a $1,000 fine. Please.
To address the question over here on YouTube, Fruit Monkey, how do we keep up with your court hearings? Almost fell out of my chair when you called that judge a human trafficker. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, that was great. You just engaged in some more contempt of court. Woohoo! What a hero.
Oh, there's going to be more. But I pretty much have said what I needed to say there. And I've actually put it in writing and filed it with the court. What do you see what happens next?
Probably nothing.
I am not a person. I am a man. And they don't have jurisdiction over man. They only have jurisdiction over corporate fictions, persons, like governor, lieutenant governor.
Okay, so how did that judge managed to get you put in jail for 2 days the other day.
Attorney General. Those are persons. You know, again, I go back to the English Bill of Rights where they're talking about in their proper person as the Prince and Princess of Orange. Their name and style. Their name is George, or jeez, I can't even think of, was it George and Mary? As Prince and Princess of Orange in their proper person. Well, there you have it. That's the one that clicked it for me. It was like, wait a minute. That's the proper person.
I gotta tell you, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So
I'm glad that was an epiphany for you. Well, there you have it. I just had to go over there and spend a little time at Kirk's Corner where he's dispensing bad legal theories. I don't know what training he has other than what he claims to have been looking at common law for the last 2 years. And based upon the things he's saying, he knows absolutely nothing and has no business whatsoever advising people on how to do anything, especially in law, which affects people's lives. I mean, at the end of the day, law is going to affect your property rights, your money, or your freedom.
Here at Law Talk, we look at funny videos of people in court doing silly things like sovereign citizens or drunk attorneys or heck, even stupid traffic stops. I started this channel semi-seriously, and that lasted about a month, and since then I've just had a good time with it. And if you like any of that, please hit like and subscribe. And if you can't do it for me, then do it for Ollie.